So I'll have to fix auto drive for field 7 to work with our other field. But like I said, I think we're going to kind of not farm 7 as a separate field for right now, but probably farm it north-south. Or I don't know. But definitely use the auto drive for 7. So I'll move that to the south side of the field, probably cut down any trees I have to. Extend the north side out to match up. So we're doing some plowing later at some point. Can't do it now, obviously, because we don't want to hurt our poppies over there. We got to make money, so the whole thing. Actually, Sarge, do we want to auto drive a combine? We could do that, right? Or course play a combine, and then run 2 ourselves to up the speed here a little bit. We could totally do that, right?
We could do that, or just flat hire one on one end and just go.
Yeah, the problem with hiring though is he's gonna want to turn, or like to empty him over in the crop, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll course play my combine. The only thing we might have to do is tell the guys to get out of his way when he comes around. But I'll course play my combine from here. I'll have him do outside rounds. So don't worry about outside rounds.
Okay.
And then I'll put him on lands. I'll tell you where he's going to go eventually here. But yeah, we'll just do that. We'll just tell him to go around the field twice. We want sharp corners. And we want lands. 6 is probably good for the lands. Let's generate that and see how that's going to work. Okay, he's going to harvest a little crooked, but that's fine. I don't know why it does that. Okay, so he's going to start from where I'm at, go around the field twice, come back and do the top or the bottom left of this field first.
Okay.
So if we want to start up on the long rows, are on like field 1.
Yeah.
We should probably
Gotcha.
start in field 1 to get that done. And because it looks like he's going to go here and then probably there and then probably start on long row. So it's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, the way it looks to me is go around twice, do the area over there right in front of you.
Yeah, definitely.
Go around and then start on the long ones on the far side. And then work his way back up based off of where the stop point is.
Yeah. Oh, okay. He's gonna start here in field 3. That's what it is. Come across. And then okay, start a lane. Okay, yeah. So if we do like 1 and then like into 2 and then start on the long rows from the south side of the field working north, we'll be peachy. But we'll let him run. Like I said, the only thing we might have to do is tell all the tippers to get out of his way when he comes around. That's not a huge deal. So that'll speed up our productivity a little bit. I'm always down for that. On my way I'm gonna go fill this combine up. Actually, it's down to half a tank. We're gonna fill it up. I don't know if we need all the, well, I mean, we'll have all the trailers. I don't know. They should definitely be able to keep up with us. Definitely. All right, acid full on basil. Ready for a harvest, y'all. Yeah, already. Put this over here. Why not? All right. Unfold the auger and hopper and bladder. Ah, you grab a header right there, y'all. I just flipped my... Wow, chat, my header cart's like my trucks and snow runner last night. Nice and flipped over.
They need to address the multiplayer on.
on SnowRunner. Definitely. I honestly, at this point, I just wish they'd come out with SnowRunner 2. I really do. Like, come out with SnowRunner 2. Basically, you can make the same game. Just a little bit. Not that.
Bear0313 cheered X100. All of this field counting makes you sound like Snoop Dogg. 1, 2, 3, and then to 4.
Bear, thanks for the bits. They could basically come out with the same game, SnowRunner 2. Just give us a good multiplayer, you know? That's it. Just a good multiplayer. 1, 2. Okay. All right, Bear. I got you. How's Satisfactory treating you today, Bear? I'm sure you're totally not playing while you're working, right? Sarge, I actually ran around in Satisfactory last night for a little bit in my map.
Okay.
Because Bear's been playing it, and Infinity's been playing it, and Tom's been playing it. I just like ran around in there and was like, forgot how much fun this game was. Although it was kind of weird. I was like in there last night and I'm like, man, my frame rate is just like awesome. I don't know if they like changed something with the last update, but man, I was getting like 140 frames like the whole time.
Nice.
Even around like the sorter with all that stuff moving, didn't matter. It was great. Started your fuel farm. Nice, Bear. Nice. Yeah. They did announce the second city skylines. Yes, they did, Steven. You betcha. It looks interesting. I mean, the trailer was really cool. I don't know if it was gameplay, but it was really cool looking. You betcha. I don't know how much I'll play. I don't know if I'll pick that one up right away or wait, but because I mean, City Skylines is fun, but like I always get frustrated because I don't know how to make money. I don't play the game enough to like know how to play the game, you know. I think is the whole issue, to be honest. But it's all good. It's fun. It's fun. Who's he going at? Is he going for you now? Okay, he's just gonna like bully you.
What he's doing?
I don't know either. Be an auto drive. All he's doing. Yeah, I think he was trying to get back to me. I cycled my pipe because I had my pipe out and then I put it away, and I should have just left it out the whole time. I was trying to get him out of the way of your guy, but looks like everything's gonna work out. It'll be all right. All right, so chat, we do have 3 combines running. We have one on course play, who's trying to get emptied, it looks like right now, or just got emptied. So he'll get around the field eventually and start on some lands over there in 6 Forest, and Sarge and I can start pitter-pattering over here, and it'll be all good. And Bear, it's not a accusation when it's true. Then it's just a statement. Because you're the one, Bear, by the way, that told me last night that when you went down to like start working yesterday, you totally fired up Satisfactory at the same time. You did tell me that in TeamSpeak last night, so that's on you. Therefore, not an accusation, it's the truth. Just throwing it out there. Is this set for 2 again? No.
I just checked mine and it's not.
Okay, because I saw that other guy coming out in the field, and I'm like, why is he coming out here now when you already have a guy? Saying.
He was technically facing the wrong way. He just happened to stop right there, so I was like,
Okay.
move, I'll just dump.
True, Bear. True. That's an accurate statement as well. You betcha. We've had some good chats, Bear. You betcha. You'll betcha. So I don't think we'll get 1 million poppies off this field. We've been getting a little over 1 million of like everything else we harvest, so I don't quite think we'll hit 1 million, but you never know what we'll end up with off of this field. Although, you know, there's a good yield coming in spots. Bigger thing is, like, you know, we're filling up pretty fast, actually. Now, of course, these are, you know, stock combines and stock headers, so capacity's gonna be a little on the low side, but that's all right.
Yeah, but this is what we've been running, so
yeah,
we're a little easier.
Yeah. Someday we'll get 9-mile-per-hour heads, probably. Do I continue right now or no? Technically, I could go harvest all the way across the dang map right now if I wanted to.
Yeah, you could. The
As
other
well.
guy's coming around twice, so he'll get it regardless.
That's true. I forgot about that. You're right. Totally forgot about him. It'd take him a minute because he doesn't empty on the go on his outside round. So he goes till he's almost full and then harvest over a little bit. Well, it looks like maybe he is unloading on the go right now. Or maybe not. Oh, it's fine either way. It's all good. Right, tipper inbound. Yeah. But chat, we got a new field to plow together. That's all I know. Always a good time. All the trees have already been removed. That's not an issue. So yeah, we'll be good to go. Or something like that. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going? That page is broken again. Okay. There we go. Alright, page is up and running again. That's good. My event list on the dashboard was not functioning on Twitch here. So a little refresh, we're good to go now. Not a big deal. All right. Steven, we'll catch you. Have a good one. So chat, maybe Sunday. Maybe. Assuming I get my parts between now and then. The tractor might actually run. Because the problem right now is there's no, well, we don't have the right bracket for the alternator. And the alternator is basically how you tension the belt. And we kind of need the belt to run the water pump. Because I don't really want to burn the tractor up. So, you know. Now, there's no radiator on the tractor yet either, but that's fine. It's there. We have it. We have hoses to hook it all up. Maybe we'll get that bracket that I ordered before Sunday. I think it should be here like Friday. Something like that, so that would be nice. Then I can actually drive, or not drive the tractor, but at least run the tractor for a little bit. I don't know about driving it yet. I don't know about, especially on them front tires. I don't know how much driving we'll do on them front tires before we get those replaced too. They're pretty, I'm pretty sure there's like inner tube showing in some spots, like tires gone, inner tubes showing through. So the plan was that tires would be kind of the last thing that we did. So Might have to ask first time to find me some tires through work. So, might happen soon. I don't know yet. Wait, Sarge, I'm over. Oh, no. Come on. Say I'm over 90%. Is he actually gonna pull up to me? Everybody says no. Come on. There you go. There you go. Don't need tires. The backs would survive for a little while. The fronts. I actually do have another set. I could put those on there, I guess. They're pretty bad too, though. They're pretty bad. Run a tube. Yeah, I'll go run an inner tube on the front of my tractor as I'm like going in and out of the lane on gravel. That'll end well. Or something, right? Plugger. I don't even think my tractor would like spin a tire that big, but okay. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going? Oh, those are hyper emotes. My goodness. Welcome in. How's it going? Hyper. Good. Corn. Very hyper. Very hyper corn. Jeez. Jeepers. Farming's going. We are currently harvesting some poppies. We got 3 combines, bunch of tippers driving around on auto drive, and we're doing it, man. We're doing it. It's Kern. It is Kern. Too bad that other combine's not coming around right now. There's no tippers in this way. Although something, he's holding up a... I thought was going on here. Okay. He's holding up a tipper. Because, you know, the tipper's path is inside the field. Just slightly. Okay, so we'll just get the tipper in front of him and then we're good to go. Oh. Oh, come on, go. It's corn. You betcha. Might plant corn again. I don't know, chat. Either corn or... I don't know what we'll plant after this. We'll plant something for sure. Plow that field together before we do too much of a thing, but... yeah, and that field's going to require all the lime. Of course. Which is fine. You know, dude, Tractor Mobile, there was actually one of the modded cotton harvesters, the big one that we have, you know, with the big header. There was one of those on sale when I was in here in-game, yeah, or not in-game, but like IRL yesterday. And I almost picked it up. Because like we had the money at the time. I almost pulled the trigger and then I was like, no, I don't want that. But I almost did. I came real close to pulling the trigger. Just saying. Real close. That tipper going. Yeah, I almost did it though.
I don't think he...
I don't think he knows, right? Dare me to plant cotton, huh? I don't know about that. It's a challenge, huh? Well, you know, I've already agreed to, was it potatoes or sugar beets I agreed to, chat? But I got to use a modded harvester. We're not doing sugarcane, no. Nope. Sugarcane won't happen, no. Well, if we're doing that, we have carrots and onions too, chat. For the root crop trifecta, you know? We can just do all the root crops. How about that, chat? We've got 4 of them, so, you know. That'll eat up a couple streams, right? Or something like that. All right, rolling. We are rolling, chat. Rolling, rolling, rolling. What? I said beets. Okay, thanks, Bert. Hey, good afternoon, sir. How we doing? Do it all every crop at least once. Okay. Yeah, right, Bear. Now we just need some beef cows. Wheat. Wrong time of year to plant wheat. But we could. The idea about the poppies is to be able to, they're dual crop because they grow over the winter, you see. So that's kind of the goal with the poppies.
Harvest early enough to where you can crop in.
Yeah, we can plant after them. What did we have though? We had corn last time, right?
No.
No.
It's sorghum.
Sorghum. That's why we were able to do what we did. Okay. That doesn't make sense though. That's cotton I'm looking at. Never mind. Yeah, sorghum. Harvest early so you can. Yeah. So it's worked out. So we're gonna get 3 crops in 2 years basically, which is, you know, more money, more money. Just saying. Bert, did you hear that the tractor ran? I don't know if you've heard that yet or not. I don't know how long you've been lurking. But it ran. And tonight at 6-ish, I'm going to show you all the video of the first fire up. Kind of cool. I don't think I've ever seen, and I know this is like amateur hour to some of you guys, I don't think I've ever seen an engine run without the rocker cover on it. That's kind of cool. Sitting there watching those rockers go, you know? Kind of neat. Just throwing it out there. I don't know. I guess I've seen like on YouTube or something, but I've never seen it like with my own eyeballs. Because there's definitely no rocker cover on it right now. There's a black trash bag laid across the tractor right now, though. Just in case we get a bad rainstorm and it rains inside the shed a little bit, which... Got a leaky roof. It's fine. Little bit of a leaky roof. It's not that bad, but... You get the wrong wind. It'll definitely rain inside the building. So, yeah. Ever since the engine's been sitting there, like, open to the world. We're like, no, you gotta put a trash bag over this to... Just in case it does rain, it'll keep it dry enough. We don't want to put a bunch of water inside the engine again, you know? But locked it up in the first place. It is a great side, isn't it, Josh? Yeah, it was cool. I thought it was pretty neat. And we ran it twice for maybe a total of a minute. So... Hopefully Sunday, if we get that bracket, like I was saying, we'll get the alternator on there, belt, and the hoses and the radiator. Fill that sucker up with water and... I mean antifreeze, but, you know, water, liquid, whatever you want to call it. And be able to actually run it. Get it warmed up a little bit, you know? So, yeah. I don't know that we'll, like, take it out and drive it around yet. Okay. Oh, and it doesn't have a fuel tank either right now. There's a lot of work. Our air cleaner doesn't have that. Lime colored Gatorade. Yes, Troy, I guess. I assume Dad got just right. I don't know. He went somewhere and found it on sale, I think. Bunch of jugs of like the 50-50 mix, I believe. So we should be good to go. The plan is to probably change our antifreeze after a little bit of running. And same thing with our oil. Just change it after just a little bit of running too. And then probably after a little bit more running, we'll change the filter on the oil as well.
Oil, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, we did get inside the engine real good. Like, well, the oil side of the engine wasn't terrible. But like the water jacket side, you know? I got in there with like a wire wheel on a drill, and I went crazy in there cleaning rust out forever that one day, and then like used the shop vac to clean it out and air hose, and that was quite the cleaning process that day. So, you know, I'm sure there's gonna be stuff in there floating around. So yeah, definitely, you know, run it.
That I could see doing just for the flush purpose.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll run it for a little bit. But yeah, definitely oil. That's very important. We'll definitely change that out after not that long. I mean, it's 4 quarts of oil. Whoopie-doo. You know? Dad gets it through work. And
No, after rebuild,
After rebuild what?
After rebuild, your first oil changes you relatively quick.
Yeah.
Because you got that initial break-in, and you want to get all those impurities captured in the filter and out.
Yeah, and we used a lot of assembly grease or lube, whatever you want to call it, you know? Used a lot of that inside there. So yeah, you want to get that all flushed out of there, and makes sense. And then I can see doing a second oil change after a little bit too, you know? 10 hours, Troy? That's a long time to run it. I feel like an hour and then change it.
Well, if you consider the newer equipment, they have a 500-hour braking period on them.
Yeah, but, you know, Dad and I built this with our hands, man. And like I said, the oil, it ain't nothing. It's no big deal. I'd rather be overcautious than... You know what I mean? And like our zero turn, we changed that at 10 hours. That's the break-in on that thing. It was 10 hours and then 50. We just did that the other day too. 46 hours I put on that new zero turn last year. We went ahead and did our 50-hour change just to be done. So it's done for the year. So yeah. For the most part, Dad and I tend to do more routine maintenance than a lot of people would. Because he can get stuff through work that's, you know, not as expensive. It's cheaper that way. And it's one of those things where, you know, I've never been like, oh, darn, that oil change, I really regret doing that, you know. It's never been that way. So the only thing I guess we're kind of bad about is the big tractor. We don't change that oil very often, but we also don't put that many hours on that thing at all. So that's the only thing we don't really change very often. One hour. Yeah, I could see doing that, Bert. Going through a couple heat cycles. Run it for an hour on a Wednesday, run it for an hour on a Sunday, run it for an hour on a Wednesday, and then I could see doing that. Well, yeah, obviously, yeah, you're going to change it warm. You betcha. You betcha. Every time I complain about oil being too hot when I go to change it, because obviously you always want to change warm, you know. I'll be like, oh, that oil's hot. Dad goes, no. Grandpa, my grandpa You used to drive the car to town 15 minutes, then drive the car back to the farm at least 15 minutes, you know, and then would change the oil. Dad goes, you don't know hot oil. I'm like, true, Dad. You're not wrong. Yeah. All right, which guy's going to him? The 8R? Okay.
He'll get the rest of that on his second.
Oh, that's true. This is still the first pass around the field, isn't it, for him? Okay. Well, then, yeah, we can, you probably just do what you're doing, and then, we can call that done. Forgot about that. All right. Yeah, I always change oil warm. Yeah, or hot, warm, whatever. Run it for at least a few. Always. Oh, okay. On our lawnmower, I remember now. We changed that a lot when we first got that thing. Because that lawnmower sat and got full of water, actually. So. Muskrat was popping. How's it going, man? Since that thing, the lawnmower that we have was a demo unit for where Dad works, but it never actually went out and cut any grass. So it would run from their shed out back to the curb. It basically sit there all day as like advertising, and then they would drive it back, well, back and forth, and they never let it run long enough to actually get hot. So that engine was full of water when we got it. But we took it to the farm and changed the oil immediately. There was a lot of water in it. But we've changed it a couple times since then. We got it all. So, yeah.
And let me guess, it sat out there whether it was raining or not.
It sat out where?
It was sat out for advertisement whether raining or not.
No, if it was gonna rain, they would bring it back.
Oh, okay.
It was more so like it was cool, and they just would never let it get hot, you know?
Okay, so yeah.
Yeah. Condensation, basically.
Yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't say
Never got warm enough to actually steam off.
Exactly. And that's what Dad kept saying was like the best thing we could do for it was actually use it, you know? That's what we did. We changed it, and then I went out. I mowed. Yeah, gotta cook it out of there. Best thing you can do. No, exactly, Troy. Yeah. They want everything to be nice and stirred up in there. I get you. I'm on board with the warm oil change. I always do it. What about pre-fill and filters? What do you guys think about that?
Depends on the filter.
Dad and I like to argue about that.
I mean, you're supposed to pre-fill them, but
I like to pre-fill. And his thing is like, you know, some filters go on the side, whatever. Well, if you fill a filter with oil and then you let it sit for a few minutes, it'll soak up most of it. So yeah, if a filter goes on its side, yeah, you might spill a little bit, but in my experience, if your filter goes on the side, just, okay, maybe don't fill it all the way to the top when you pre-fill it, but let it soak in, you know?
Zether2 just resubscribed for 13 months. Yep.
Zether, what's up, man? Thanks for the 13-month resub. How's it going? Still dry.
Kind of one of those, I would say, depends on, well, kind of two things.
Mm-hmm.
How does it mount up? Kind of like what you were saying, horizontal versus vertical.
Yeah.
And how big is the filter?
True. I mean, yeah, I don't mess with anything like crazy big, you know?
I mean, if it's, size of a, pint.
Yeah.
Whatever, who cares? Now, if you can put 1.5 quarts in it.
Yeah, that's a little different.
Or something like that,
Yeah.
Oh, especially if it's a fuel filter and big like that.
Oh, sure.
Fill it up first.
Well, yeah.
Especially on diesels.
Oh, yeah. You're going to hate your life otherwise.
Oh, yeah.
That stupid little purge pump, you know? I've got talking old school now. Do stuff even have that? It's all electric, right?
it's all
Oh,
electric.
they still
now.
have, well, some of it's electric, but depending, you can still actually have primer pumps that you have to sit there. It's either a little squeeze bulb or a little lever thing, whatever.
Yep. Annoying. Just gonna tell this guy to get out of the way here. I know we had to change every time which I've only changed the fuel filters, I think on the 995, like maybe twice in my lifetime. Or since Grandpa quit farming, he took care of all that before, obviously, but since he quit farming, I know they haven't been changed much. But you don't put the hours on that tractor, so it's fine. I mean, that tractor only has 1,800 hours on it, original. So it's not bad. So yeah. Farm boy, you've never pre-filled an oil filter. I got you. But I guess what I'm saying is I don't pre-fill them, but I like to soak them. If that makes sense. You know, I'll put oil in them and then let them sit. I'm not trying to keep them topped up to the very, very top, but just kind of pre-soak the filter up a little bit is what I like to do. So like the other day when we changed the one on the lawnmower, I was like, you want me to like put oil in this? Because Dad and I like to, you know, kind of argue about it. Not argue, but like whatever. He's like, nah, you don't need to worry about it. And I'm like, yeah, you should. But he's like, whatever. But it was a horizontal filter. And he's like, no, it'll all run out. And I'm like, it will, but like it won't. If you let it soak, you know, I don't know. Chicken strip. What? You talk about a strip to my left? That guy'll get it. Courseplay guy. He'll get it just fine. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. And I know, like Bert said, you're still starting the engine dry. Like, I get that. You know, even on our, the Alice B, like, we have oil pressure, but we didn't run it long enough to get oil up to the rockers. So they were all covered in oil from, like, me pouring oil in the engine, but there wasn't actually oil up there yet. Because the line that brings the oil up is absolutely tiny. So I imagine it'll take a minute to fill, because that rocker, where the rockers mount, there's like a tube. And that tube's got to be full of oil before it starts finding its way out. So it's going to take a minute, you know? Just saying. Every time, Troy, yes. Yeah, that's like a oil change 101, isn't it?
Yeah.
Believe it or not, I know mechanics that refuse to do that.
And see, that's why I started filled filters, because you got to dribble some oil. I always use clean oil. I don't use old oil.
No, you use clean.
Yeah, always use clean oil. But I always would dribble oil in the filter, and then I'm like, why don't I just fill this thing up? Like, why not? And then just wait a minute. I don't know. Doom Tractor Mobile, we'll catch you later. Have a good day. Whoa,
of course, and again, as far as the gasket, I usually just pour the oil. I'll just stick my
Yeah.
turn around the gasket a couple times and all good.
Just gonna wait for this horseplay guy to go past me here, and then I'll back up and get emptied. Wasn't paying attention, Chad. I filled up. He's gonna go and start his second outside pass. So just a second here, and we'll be good to go. Just have to back up.
But then again, I've also been around engines. It doesn't matter if you pre-filled the oil filter.
What's that?
It's going to get filled before it starts anyways.
Oh, yeah?
Of course, these are big, massive engines. They actually had a prelude cycle.
Oh, wow.
Okay, well, you're talking stuff that holds like 100 gallons of oil.
Yeah, you're talking big stuff, huh?
Big 2-cycle diesels and all that, and there was a prelude. And so you ran that, and there was a couple journals that you had to watch. Ran that until you seen oil come out of those. Shut it off, and after you do your other prep stuff, and that was like actually one of the last things right before you were going to hit the...
Oh, wow. Interesting. Makes sense, though.
Well, you know, these also have pistons big enough to stick your head in.
Yeah. True. Yeah, you're talking, you know.
I'm not getting into the big marine engines that you can walk into the cylinder chamber. Not that big, but...
Yeah. That's...
Still, you know, getting up there.
Yeah. You know, I look at like, say that Alice be compared to like, say our new lawnmower, right? Our lawnmower we got last year. You know, that Alice, that's a 4-cylinder, right? And it's only producing around 20-ish horsepower. And, you know, through fuel injection and just better technology, obviously, a lot of years between the old Alice and the newer Gravely there. But like, it's a V twin on the machine, and it's producing like 40. What is it? 37 horsepower. I think it's 37, something like that. But I guarantee that that engine doesn't have the torque that the old Alice does. You know, the Alice has torque. May not have the horsepower, but it's got torque. At least, in my opinion, it should. Those are pretty good sized pistons in that Alice, actually. They're pretty good size. I think they're, I forget what they are. They're almost 3 inches, I think.
I was going to say, what are they, about 3 or 4 inches?
I think they're about 3s. Something like that. So, yeah, it's interesting. But I still maintain that there's a difference between old horsepower and this new stuff. Just saying. And I think a lot of it is that like the old stuff had a lot more torque than this new stuff does. But I could be wrong. But I feel like that old stuff had more torque. And of course, everything being hydraulic these days, that takes so much power right there to run your hydros. Yeah. Come on, let's go. What's that?
Yeah, kind of the generator that I'm talking about. You'll have to scroll down a little bit to see.
Well, right at the top it says 4,000 horsepower.
Yeah. 20 cylinder.
That's, yeah, that looks like the power generator in Satisfactory. 20 cylinder, 4,000 horsepower. That's all you need to know right there. Dang. Yeah, that's good size, Sarge.
What RPM it runs at?
Not a lot.
900.
God.
That's it.
900 Rs, huh?
Yeah.
That's crazy. All right. So let's see. Isn't Buddy he's gonna come up here, so we need to go down and start a land somewhere, right?
Oh,
Down
yeah, we can just
north.
turn right around and...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we can go... Well, right.
Down the hill north, however you want to look at it, yeah.
Either way, I need...
Yeah, you just come back on that side.
Load myself.
There you go.
Hey, that's what I'll do. Running. Catch up with him, that tractor.
Horse don't need much. Tires can't. Yeah, I mean, yeah, true. Everything was built a lot heavier back in the day. You betcha.
Of course, like I said, when you're got pistons, you know.
Yeah. Wow, Sarge.
A foot across.
Yeah.
Don't want to sling those back before too.
No, you got all the torque you need right there, right? You're fine. Well, I was gonna
supercharger on the thing weighs at least 200, or not 200, 150 pounds.
Oh yeah, I can see that. You want to come down here and cut through?
Yeah, anywhere.
Yep. You're empty, right?
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
empty enough.
I'm
Got like 8%.
Okay. Lead the charge then. I'm 53%, so.
Got back up in line up.
Oh, you're good. You're good. I'll wait till he goes by, I guess. Gotta throw my pipe out, but I'll wait. On, Mr. Man. We shall call him Fred. Fred the Courseplay guy.
Oh, yeah, I just read something on that. Posted.
Hmm.
Starting system on that, it's an air starter.
Okay. Yeah.
They ungodly loud.
I would imagine, yeah.
Yeah. So
Hearing protection
your
required.
impact gun on steroids.
Oh, that's funny. That is funny. Yeah, well, I don't know if you can really compare steam to diesel. That's like comparing an apple to an orange. Steam is all torque. You know, and yeah, 150 horsepower steam engine. I've seen two of them. They run two of them at that farm show I go to. And yeah, they're not even working, and they're pulling like an 18 bottom plow or something out there, and they're not even working. They're just out for a jog, you know. It's pretty awesome. But yeah, I don't know if you can really compare steam to diesel.
No.
That'd be like comparing gas to diesel, and that's not really fair either, honestly.
No, it's not.
No. Because at the farm show I go to, you know, they have all these big high dollar tractor pull tractors show up, you know, all these custom stuff, and you're talking, you know, big diesels, and I mean, it's crazy the power those things are running. And then they have the steamer hook up to it to the sled at the end of the night, and it pulls the sled out of the arena. Like full pull is just getting warmed up, you know. So the weight, yes, but steam has a lot of torque as well. Definitely weight. Yeah, you're not doing any slipping. You're not spinning out with a steam engine, you know. That's not happening. Just because of the weight, but steam has so much torque. That 150 horsepower steam engine probably has, like, I'd hate to think how much torque it actually has. It's got to have a ton. I have no idea. I'm sure you can Google it, but I would imagine it's a ton compared to, you know, 150 horsepower tractor today. I just don't think it's fair to compare them, honestly. Night and day difference. Too bad they still don't make, like, steam. That'd be interesting if a company, like, we're going steam, boys. Like the new Big Bud steam powered. Could you imagine, chat? The internet would break. Just be like, what are they doing? Why are they doing that? That would be hilarious. Chuck, actually, there is a steam engine for Farm Sim. It's out there. Used to use it in 19. It was one of my favorite, like, mods in 19. It was a great mod. And I have seen it out for 22. I haven't messed with it, but it is out there. You betcha. Sarge, you want to swap places when you get full? Since you just got full, huh?
Yeah, I'm real close to full.
Oh. Fine. Do the old swap.
There's your torque rating in that link I posted.
Torque. 5,000 torque, huh? On
That's
100.
170 horses.
170 horse has 5,000 pounds of torque. Jeepers. That's a lot, Troy.
Yeah, it is, ain't it?
And that engine ain't got no roof on it.
No, that's just a old Case 150.
Yeah. It looks very similar to the ones that we see at Pinckneyville, except for they've got they got roofs on theirs. So. Or wait, not 150. No, they have 110 horsepower steam engine, I think, right? They're not the big ones. The big ones were the 150s, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then they have 110 horsepower steam engine. It's two of them.
Okay, you're still looking at around 3,500 to 4,000 on those.
Oh my. That's so much torque. Okay, we don't have tipper stuck anywhere. They're just doing their thing. Okay. One is in route to you right now, Sarge. Might have to switch again before we hit the end of the field, by the way. We'll just swap.
It's decent.
It's higher yield than I kind of thought they were. Remember, I guess we used modded combines last time we did this, so over on Ringwood, so you could just harvest for days and not be full. Going back to these stock combines, man, everything's higher the yield than I remember it being. But that's all right. See, if I put my pipe out now, will another guy at least come out here? I think he'll follow me around. Just get him moving in the right direction. Of course, your guy pulls up and gets stuck on you, huh? Keepers. That's so much torque, though, Troy. That's crazy. I wonder they pull the sled out of the arena,
huh? I'm surprised they ain't full of more.
Right? Put a couple dead tractors back there. I'll pull it all. He doesn't care. All right, come on, Tipper. Come on, Tipper, you can do it. Let's go.
Oh, I figured.
Apparently downloaded 23 on your... wait, is 23 out? That's the new one, right? I didn't know it was out already.
That's for your mobile devices.
Yeah. I just didn't know it was out. I don't think I'm going to download it, but... You know, if I bring a cable home from the farm, I could punch it into the computer and stream it. Have an HDMI to, or USB-C to HDMI. Go output from the phone to the TV at the farm is what we do occasionally. All right, go away, sir. Problem is, you're not actually going to go away. We'll just, you know, drive around you. Don't mind me. Right. And that's a May. Okay. Got shown. I would say I wasn't sure when it was coming out. I know the whatever, however you're supposed to say the name of that DLC is coming out Tuesday. I don't know that we'll mess with it at all. But maybe I'll fire it up just for a minute or something. Maybe I'll have it on this server just for like a little bit, but then we'll get back to the Bale Challenge because we're going to start the Bale Challenge before Tuesday. Start the Bale Challenge Monday, chat. That means all farm sim, all the time, all the bales. Starting Monday at 6, chat. Can't wait. Gonna be magical or something. So yeah, John, what's going on, man? What's poppin'? Welcome in. So should be a good time with the baling that we're gonna be doing, guys. Which means need to start getting the server together and get a few mods on there, and of course play auto drive, GPS, no collision camera, probably the landscape terrain, whatever it's called, anywhere mod. That's a good one to have. Sell everything just in case. Need to download the auto drive config for the map as well. I'm going to do a bunch of customization on there. You know what? I think I'll work on that. That's what I'll do tomorrow, chat. I want to make it really simple on there on the auto drive config. Like, go through it, basically get rid of everything except for around the fields. Obviously all the roads will stay, but get rid of, like, basically just have like a point to sell bales, and maybe a point to sell, like, you know, non-bales. That's pretty much all we're doing is bales, so that's all we need. Doing good, just got back from class. Nice. How was class today? Just so literally it's like there's 2 categories on auto drive on that map is all I want. Sell bales. What field is it going to? That's it. That's like all we need. So yeah. So lots of deleting auto drive will happen. That's all right. It's all good. Gotcha, helping people run parts. That's awesome. That's awesome of you. Look at that. We got the double unload. Look at that chat. Magical or something. Can't hear any sooner, that's for sure. All right, so buddy's still working on outside passes. Been a bit of a slow process for him, but that's okay. You know, something we don't have to do. He'll just go do it for us, so that is good. But yeah.
And he did have to fight with that in outside rounds.
Yep, a little bit. Well, hey, even if he just does the outside rounds and then like the south part of 6, I'm happy with that. That's enough for me as far as I'm concerned. Better than not doing it, you know? So I'm cool with that. Oh, Casey just left for work. I don't have my spy camera on, I swear, chat. Or wait. Maybe I do. I finally figured out, though. There's been this really loud and obnoxious truck or vehicle that's been driving up and down my street. I finally know who it is after today. Yeah, we're harvesting poppies right now. There's a guy in my neighborhood that owns a tree trimming service. And he has just like a pickup truck he pulls his stump grinder around with. It's him with the stump grinder on the back of his truck. And he drives up and down my street like it's the Indy 500 out there, you know? And, you know, there's a 25-mile-an-hour speed limit, obviously. Residential street. Come on. And he's rolling like, you know, 60 down our street. So, finally figured out it was him, though. Because my spy camera. Everybody likes to make fun of me for running the camera. I don't really care. Spy camera. Hashtag spy cam. Or something. When I get one set up in my backyard, you guys can watch my backyard when I go take breaks or something. How about that? I don't know why you would want to, but you could. First time my brother was talking about setting up a bird feeder cam, chat. I was like, what? Why? But hey, I think I basically have the technology to make it happen right now, so might be something we do eventually. I feel like it's something he's been wanting to do for a long time. We've talked about it before. So yeah. Could be interesting. Wait, what's a knockoff game? Oh, FS23 is a knockoff game? Really? How did they not, like... How does Giants not go after them for using their name? Huh, that's kind of weird. Say, I think the last mobile one was, what, 20? 21, whatever it's called. I have it on my phone. Still have not completed the first harvest. That's how little I've played it. But it's on my phone. It's there. I just don't ever think like, hey, let me grab my phone to do some gaming. I grab my phone, I'm on like Instagram or TikTok, you know? No, John, it's not. I first started doing the camera thing for the Christmas display. And during the Christmas display, like I'll set up I have more cameras. You know, like I have a ton of cameras then. And the rest of the year, yeah, FS16, yeah. The rest of the year, I actually don't have as many cameras, but I still do have cameras. Farm Sim 20 is another one from Giants. I'm looking at it on my phone right there. Yeah, Farm Sim 20 would be the newest one, I believe. I could be wrong. But you know, I'm an observant. I like to be aware of my surroundings, you know? So like if I hear a car door, all I have to do is look up there and I can see who's outside, you know? Especially with having my aunt in the house. And she's a little like, just open the door for anybody. So it's kind of nice to know who's outside before she knows who's outside. Oh, really, Chuck? First one you played on tablet and then the Switch? Nice. Very nice, man. Okay. I got you. Josh, got you. But yeah, it's not a bad idea to kind of know what's going on out there, like who's coming to my door, you know? Especially when she first moved in. She was, oh man. Door-to-door salesman, sure, come on in the house, you know? It was like that. That's not okay. You know, especially when she's the only one in the house, you know? Or the only one, at least, you know, in the living room. That's not okay to just open the door and welcome strangers in your house, you know? She didn't know the whole stranger danger, you know? She's better about it now. She won't open the door, but it still makes me nervous at times, you know? So it's nice to have a view of my front yard and know who's coming to the door. That's all. That's all. And I want to set up one in my backyard, just like full-time camera. And then there's always more I won't talk, you know, I've always got extra cameras, you know? So you basically can't get close to my house at all without being on at least one, if not two. I sound like a psychopath. I'm going to stop talking now, chat, about cameras. Starting to sound like Lester over here. But I mean, they're not a bad idea. The neighbor across the street has a Ring doorbell, and there was some dude like ringing their doorbell one day. And come to find out he had a bunch of warrants and like really wasn't a good dude. They ended up, I think they called the cops and the cops found him wandering the neighborhood ringing a bunch of doorbells and stuff. So he got arrested, but it's just not a bad idea to have cameras, you know? It's really not. And like I said, especially with the Christmas display, it's nice to keep an eye on everything. Oh yeah. Plus, I've actually captured some really cool moments where like people are out of their cars and like oohing and on about the lights and stuff. I've captured a few of those as well, which you guys will never see those or anything, but they're cool to watch occasionally, you know. It kind of makes all the time and everything worth doing for the Christmas lights when you see a video like that, you know. So yeah. Oh wow, Torsten, I didn't know that. Even more reason to have cameras, right? Even more reasons to have cameras. And for a while, we had a whole bunch of, you know, those orange vest wearing guys in our neighborhood. because of the fiber being installed. So man, they were everywhere for like a couple months. Now the neighborhood's pretty quiet, but still, there's never know. I think that's the biggest thing. Is just you never know. You just never know. Or even little things like my aunt likes to get the mail in. Okay, make sure she gets back in the house right. Make sure she didn't fall in the driveway or something, you know? So. Or make sure she doesn't wander off or something. You never know. It's nice to, especially for keeping an eye on her. Like the biggest reason I like having cameras. Keeping an eye on her. Because at the end of the day, I guess, you know, I'm the adult in the house right now, so I guess I'm kind of responsible for her in a way. So, yeah. So if I can use technology to help, I might as well, right? That's kind of how I see it. So, it's a whole thing, I know. Oh, come on, get a little closer, bud. You can do it. Maybe you can't. All right. Strange. Okay. We're actually keeping these guys really busy, aren't we, Sarge? Kind of surprised by that, but these poppies, man,
They were having a standoff a little bit ago.
Oh, did you fix it? Okay. That's half of our
Otherwise, we would be at a complete standstill right now.
Oh, okay. Well, what's that guy stuck on? Oh, he's just being polite and waiting. Never mind. About to be another issue here, probably. Yep. On by. You know, I might redo auto drive on this map. As far as how they go in and out of the homestead, I might redo it. Because right now they go in the side here. And they go south out to the road. Across. And then north up to the bin. And then they sneak their way through the homestead here and end up crossing that path again. And heading back out to the road to come over here. So what if I just totally flip everything so that they go in, they head north maybe, or honestly just go in and work their way to the bin and then head south out of the homestead, boom, they're on the road and they never have to cross each other's paths. That'd probably work better, wouldn't it? And then when it comes time to sell, maybe we'll have an inlet here and an inlet here. So you go into the homestead and work your way to the bin, or go into the homestead and work your way. That's probably better. Kind of just flip the homestead on auto drive. Will we come back to this map after the 100,000 bales are done? The plan would be right now, John, to stream the 100,000 bales for like, it's a week and a little bit, basically from the 20th to the end of the month, right? That's all we're going to stream is 100,000 bales and try to raise as much money for No Kid Hungry as possible. After the end of the month, the plan would be maybe like Tuesdays do the baling, and then maybe like Thursdays, Saturdays be on this map, or like Thursdays do the baling, Tuesdays, Thursdays be on this map. Kind of, so do the baling like maybe 1 or 2 days a week, and then this map the other days. That I stream farm sim, and then still eventually get back into, you know, playing other stuff on, say, Mondays and Fridays. So the plan is, yes, we would come back to this map and actually run both maps, because there is 2 servers. I do have 2 FS servers, so I got to get the other one fired up and start loading mods and stuff on it tomorrow probably. I think I'll work on that all day tomorrow. Hopefully get that map all up and ready and auto drive fixed up like I want it, all that good stuff. So it should be a good time. So yeah, that would be the plan though, because yeah, we're not going to be done on this map by Monday with the field projects and stuff that we want to do on here. Definitely not going to be done. So yep, we'll be running 2 maps for a little bit there, and you know, hopefully in that however many days, you know, you get from the 20th to the end of the month there. It's almost 2 weeks, right? It's not quite 2 weeks, but anyway, hopefully we'll get the bail challenge done in that time. I don't know that we will, but I hope we do. But we probably won't. So yeah. Just hay or grass. Well, technically any bale counts, but I think for productivity reasons, I think we'll just do grass. So no tedding, nothing like that. Just grass. Just mow it, bale it, fertilize it, fast time, mow it, bale it, fertilize, fast time, and just keep spamming it. I know it's going to get kind of boring after a little while, but at the same time, like, we're all in it together, and you know, we're going to be opening that server up to people that want to join as well. So if you know, on a PC, you got to have PC Farm Sim, because we're going to be using Courseplay and Auto Drive. 11 days, yeah, basically, rocks, yeah. So that's the plan. Now we'll do night streams of the bail challenge too. During the bail challenge, that's like all I'm going to stream is the bail challenge. That's it, and I will be farming every day. At least that's the plan, unless I get completely burned out on doing it. But the plan is to stream it every day. And like I said, we'll be opening that server up. Haven't really talked about it with the mods or anything, but I think we're going to go ahead and open TeamSpeak back up as well. Coming up here soon. So yeah, that might be something that just happens. We don't really advertise it too much, but I think it's going to happen. Like I said, I haven't talked to any of the mods about it, but you know, it's okay. Troy's plotting his revenge right now.
Revenge about what?
Opening TeamSpeak back up.
No, man.
Not talking to anybody about it.
No, this is your stuff, man. You do what you want to.
Fair play. Thanks for the raid. Welcome in. Bass, what's going on, man? How you doing today? Welcome on in. Appreciate the raid. But yeah, if anybody's wanting to join in on the bail challenge starting on the 20th, there will be ways for you guys to join us. So it'll be a good time. Or at least that's the hope. It's definitely going to take the community, you know. We're definitely going to need some help. If nothing else, just loading, running, and selling bales. That's the biggest thing we're probably going to need. So, yeah. Of course, I can auto drive it all, but I don't really want to do all of it in auto drive or course play.
We're going to have to push out almost 10,000 a day.
Yeah, that's not going to happen, right?
It can happen. It's not going to be easy.
10K a day. God.
It's just short of it.
Yeah, true. Because, yeah, it's 11 days, 100,000 bales. Yeah. That's not going to happen, is it, Sarge? That's not going to happen. Thanks for the raid as well. Holy cow. Cool, man. Cool, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hope everybody's doing great today. But yeah, it's I mean, definitely we won't hit that on our first day because we're only streaming like 4 hours that night. But like the next day will be 6 hours. Saturday streams we should be able to pick up some but I mean, it's not going to happen because if nothing else, like I'm not streaming Sundays still during it, so yeah. Oh, definitely, Troy. Definitely. we'd probably do something where like people that are known in the community can join. Maybe not like, you know, brand new players. Like brand new people to the community. We'll just look at how long they've been following, you know. I appreciate the follow, by the way. Welcome in. What's popping? What's going on? But yeah, that's not gonna happen, yeah. So realistically, out of those 10 days, 11 days, sorry, we're only gonna get a six days is all, because I take 2 days off a week. Oh boy. It's definitely not gonna happen. Yeah, Rock said he'll be good. That's good. See, when we start doing math, that's when it really like hits you. It's like, oh, we need to make 16,000 bales a day.
Might as well say 17,000.
Yeah, because it's 16.666.6666667, you know, per day. So 17,000 bales a day. Oh, brother, not gonna happen. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. How's it going? All right. So as of right now, we're not letting people join us on this map, but coming up on the 20th, guys, we're going to be starting a 100,000 bale challenge. So if you're interested in joining at that time, just be a good member of chat, you know, talk, hang out with us, that kind of stuff. Might finish midsummer. Right, Chuck? We're not using small squares. We're using, we have a crone baler that's been a little modified, but there's nothing too crazy about it. It's just the pickup width has been increased. So we will be making probably 180 centimeter bales is probably what we'll do with our crone that we have. And probably gonna get well, see, the other thing is we got to start with, like, you know, not a ton of equipment either, because we're not starting with a bunch of money or anything. We're starting however the map maker starts us, which I don't even know. I think we start with a combine and like one field. So that first night's going to be just even getting set up as far as the bales even go. So now we're down to like 5 days. So we're going to basically that first night, I don't know how many bales we'll even make. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. We're definitely going to go past the end of the month, but that's fine. The whole thing is like from the 20th to the end of the month is all about raising money for No Kid Hungry. It's not really about the bale challenge. So hope that makes sense. But that's really what it's about, is raising money for No Kid Hungry, not really how many bales we get done. Obviously, the more bales we get done, the better, but that's not our primary focus, you know? And then remember, Chad, if we hit our goal for No Kid Hungry, which I have no doubt that we will, then we'll, after the bale challenge is done, we'll do a 10-hour Saturday logging stream. We'll fire up Silver Run and go do some logging, but we're going to use modded equipment for that. We're not using in-game stuff. So like FDR stuff. If you know, you know about his stuff. Let's put it that way. Pretty good stuff. What I've been told. I haven't actually used any in, well, since like Farm Sim 15. So should be interesting though. Could be very interesting. But yeah, that first night's going to be just kind of setting up for the bale challenge. So the challenge doesn't really begin, I guess, kind of till Tuesday, but kind of will be a thing, kind of won't be a thing. I don't know. And then next Tuesday, we got the DLC coming out. I kind of want to look at it on stream just for a little bit, maybe like an hour. And then like switch to the bale challenge map, server thing, and go from there. That's probably what I'll do. I should probably just do a single player of that even. I don't know how many people are going to pick that DLC up. Although it is in the season pass, so. Which, hey, fun fact, chat, still have not purchased my season pass. Haven't done it yet. I don't know if anybody else has yet, but I have not done it yet. But that's okay. It's all good. Okay. What is that? Oh, Twitch. Okay. Thanks, Twitch. You're the best. They sent out an email like literally 12 hours after they pay you. Kind of interesting. They're like, hey, you got paid. Like, thanks. Well, catch you. Have a good day. We're hanging out. Yeah, I haven't either. It's in my cart on Steam. It is in my cart. But for some reason, I just haven't pulled the trigger yet. I don't know why. I will. I fully intend on buying the season pass, but I don't know. Haven't done it yet. I think it's kind of funny, personally. Alright, auto drive seems to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 5. They're all out. They count them off once in a while, make sure they're doing their job correctly. Not having any collision issues. But that's alright. Yeah, I'll totally buy it. I don't know. Haven't gotten around to it yet. You're having problems adding DLC. Anytime you add one, the game will not load anymore. Huh. I have not heard of that issue before. That's an interesting one. Anytime you load it won't, just flat out won't load, huh? Well, that's kind of strange, to be honest. What DLC are you wanting to add? Because definitely pumps and hoses, man. Ooh, that's where it's at. That was a joke, chat. In case you couldn't tell. You guys know you know about my history with old pumps and hoses. Saying. Wonder if season 2 is going to be any good. Oh, no, not a TED Talk there, Chuck. No, not today. I'm not getting wound up. Well, why can't we have mods that work? That's the real question. I didn't say it. I swear it wasn't me. Wonder if season 2... I don't know. I mean... I don't know. I'm not really excited about the DLC that's coming out next Tuesday. I'll tell you that. I don't really... Yeah. Yeah, John, we won't have any DLCs part of that challenge map, but it will have to be PC farm sim because we'll have Courseplay Auto Drive and GPS. So you do work. I don't know what you did, Troy. You do.
You said if we could have mods that work.
Oh, okay. The extra you got with pre-orders. Okay, so the saddle track stuff and the AGI pack, and it crashes when you, or it won't load. That's really strange. We have both of those on right now, and I've never had an issue with those two. Well. Got your rocks. But yeah, so for the Bale Challenge, yeah, no DLCs will be on there. Be the base stuff, base game. And then, like I said, it will have to be PC because, of course, Play Auto Drive a GPS. We'll have a few other mods as well, like our baler, windrower, that kind of stuff. Semi-trailer, maybe a semi. Actually, we don't need a modded semi. The in-game ones are fine for. It's a fairly flat map, but it does have some rolls to it, so we don't need anything like, you know, we're not trying to climb any hills like on Westbridge, let's say, right? So we don't need any, like, you know, 1,000,000 horsepower trucks or anything. Yeah. Honestly, Rugs, I don't know of any good, like, mores that aren't just totally ridiculous out there. I think we're probably just going to end up with a bunch of big M's. That's probably what we're going to have, is just a bunch of big M's out there getting it done. To be honest. But I could be wrong. I don't know. I need to go look. Oh. Dave Precision. Probably. Yeah, I do like Precision. So we'll probably run Precision. Plus then only have to fertilize. Well, you only have to fertilize once anyway. Probably yes, Precision. Time it out. I gotcha. Okay. Batwing John Deere mowers. They're not big enough, Troy. I love that mower. That mower is great, though. I've used it. I know what you're talking about. That sucker's awesome. How about we'll just get an army of 0 turns out of the mod hub, okay? Yeah, but Precision will probably be part of it. You know, kind of our like, what I would call the essential mods. Like, we'll run all those. And then, kind of just go from there, you know? So I'll work on a mod folder maybe a little bit tonight and tomorrow. Basically, it'll get posted. We might even make a Discord channel just for the Bale Challenge, to be honest with y'all. In fact, I'll have Carson do that. That's, yeah, good idea. We'll make a Bale Challenge Discord channel, and we'll have the information for the server will be pinned in that channel. We'll have the mod link will be pinned in that channel. And then anything else that has to do with the Bale Challenge can all go in that channel. We'll have a dedicated Bale Challenge channel in Discord. Eventually. We don't have it yet, but eventually. So if you guys aren't in Discord, !Discord and chat, make sure you jump in there. And look out for a new channel next time I talk to Carson. Probably be tonight. Maybe not, though. I don't know. Sometime between now and Monday, okay? Hey, that's GPS because of the side hill. There are rocks. We could shrink up our width, but auto width is what it is, so we typically don't mess with it. If you leave a little skipper here and there, you leave a little skipper here and there. Or we'll go back and clean them up when we're done. Either way. That's so quiet. Alright. Please scanner things, chat. Well, Sarge, we're getting this done. That's all I know. Knocking this out. Although it is... Oh, I didn't realize what time it was, chat. You know what? We could just hit the old button right here, couldn't we, chat? Alright, Sarge, my guy's gonna be hired up here, whatever. TED Talk over. Wow. No TED talk, just, you know, complaining about things, you know. All right, I'll be right back.